Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Definitely excited about today. Today I am starting a special project. I thought about doing this project so that way I could incorporate the city I live in. I love Jacksonville, Florida. There's so much stuff to do. And on top of that too, I like supporting local businesses. I like supporting local people who are doing things. So that's why I want to introduce a segment called The Cars of Jacksonville. Not only does it focus on the cars of Jacksonville, but it also focuses on the drivers of those cars, the businesses that they work at or own. So that way maybe they can get something out of it as well, so that way they can get their name out there. If you don't know about the business, if you don't know about the products that they sell, the stuff that they do, on top of that too, it gives you a little bit extra personal touch to those people, so that way you could be like, you know, I relate to that person. On top of that too, it's gonna also help them fulfill a wider fan base if they don't have the social media following, which, to be honest with you, I don't have a ton of social media following, but at the same time too, doesn't stop me from working at it or trying. So just in light of that, in light of starting today, starting this whole segment, I went to a donut shop that just opened up. My buddy Chris, which I'm going to be doing a segment on him and his company, his wife and his sister-in-law started working for this company called the Mini Bar Donut and Coffee Shop. Currently I'm sitting right outside in front of it. I just went through the line. It was, oh my god, it was long. This is their opening weekend. They just opened up starting yesterday morning. Couldn't make it yesterday because I had to work, but made it in today to get breakfast. I got my normal black coffee, and they make little mini donuts. So definitely check them out. It's a local business. The owners, from what I've talked to Chris's wife about, the owners, they're like super pro military, super pro firefighter, police, EMS, or EMT, sorry. They're part of the community. They only use local breweries. They only are. Oh, that's another thing. They sell beer. They sell beer from local brews around Jacksonville. Their coffee, Bold Bean Coffee. They sell local coffee. And on top of that too, it's a local business. So everything that they do is Jacksonville based, which is awesome. So I'm definitely gonna have to try to do a segment. I mean, just the mini bar, because it's really cool. But here, I'll show you guys the front of the building from the inside of my car, because I'm sitting in it because it's quite cold outside. But yeah, I'll show you that. I got an 8-pack of donuts. I got Pop-Tart s'mores, I think. Samoa cookies, and something else, cookies and cream, I think. But I'll show you guys the donuts. They're really cool. They're really small. They also put the donuts in the beer and the coffee, which is really cool. But here, I'll show you guys the front of the building, and then I'll show you guys what I got. I don't check if you're local to Jacksonville, or if you are driving through Jacksonville, stop at this place. It's really cool, and they're really, really not that expensive. Like, for an 8-pack of the mini donuts, it cost me $6.99. Okay, cool. Like, and they look really, really good. So there's the front of the place. It's in a little shopping center. It's like recessed back inside by that brick wall. Really nice shop. Alright, so here's the top of the box. Everything's just stamped. Personalized, all that stuff. And there are the donuts. Boston cream on the far right. Then you have the Pop-Tart one next. And then you have the Samoa on the far left-hand side. And the other one, coffee cake. That's what it is. It's coffee cake because it's got the Nutella topping, and I love Nutella. So there you go. definitely check them out. Really, really cool, and definitely a good bonus to start off my special locals project kind of thing that I've been wanting to do. So next we are going to be on our way to Full Lock Drift Shop, owned by a buddy of mine. A couple buddies work there. I used to work with them back when we all worked at a place called Elite Force Motorsports, which was a little speed shop, but I'm not even going to go ranting into that one. So we're going to be on our way, and then we're going to get this video started.
I just put that shit out with a Diet Coke.
The computer technology has been moving in a way that nothing else people have ever known. Rewriting, recreating the same old programs over and over and over.
There is some resistance to changes in people's money habits.
Yeah, you got that shit? You pass that shit. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm gonna do one fucking take. I gotta confess you. What's that? I think I'm addicted to cognac. I think if I sip any more of this shit, I'll turn into a Hennessy product. Hennessy, Remy Cavassier, yup. I get to it quicker than Speedy Gonzalez like Andale. What? A connoisseur of the cognac, maybe I'm secretly French. C'est la vie à voir, got a rendezvous, I don't need the suspense. Better pass it. I ain't sharing with these dumb ho-ho ratchets. Want a hand out? Put your hands out. Catch my hydro ashes. Sipping on that yak, though. Passing the back, foe. We got that loud. We call that task force. Every time you get a little bit of something from the homie type 2, it's crack, though. Every time you see a little bit of something.
Luciano Ribeiro, aka Lucy, aka the Drifting Jesus. From Brazil originally, São Paulo, Brazil, and then Massachusetts, and then I migrated my way down to Florida, the shittiest part of it. So I work at Full Lock Drift Shop, and pretty much do everything here, from general maintenance, full-on fabrication. It's pretty laid back over here. We're not like most shops. What else is there to say? We built some pretty cool stuff, as you can see. It's pretty cool. And I have a 95 240 SX, aka the S14. It's SR20. Small mods done to it, nothing internally. It's all stock internal. It's just 850cc injectors, 2871R knockoff, and some really cool piping done by my buddy Justin. Well, I don't know. I've always been into cars because, like, I just grew up with a background in Grease Monkeys. My dad was Grease Monkey. His dad before him. Always been around motors and stuff like that. I initially started off on dirt bikes and motorcycles, and I don't know. I just really like the adrenaline of going out there doing wheelies and just dumb stuff. And then that migrated onto like four-wheelers. You essentially have to drift those things when you're trying to go as fast as you can around a corner, but I didn't realize it was drifting at the time. I just knew I had to get around that corner fast as shit and didn't want to flip. So I don't know, after I started doing that, I started going out with like trucks and stuff like that and doing the same thing, and then that kind of like pushed me towards rally. Rally was sweet, but wasn't really something I can afford to do. So I went with pretty much one of the cheapest cars I could find that I can go out and have some fun with. That was the 240. I ended up getting that through a friend of my dad's. He had it on one of his lots. So I don't know. I worked for a long time to get that thing. Finally bought it off the guy, and it was an automatic, stock as could be, completely race style with some weird body kit. And yeah, I drove that around for like 2 years without doing a single thing to it. Just kind of sliding around, not really knowing what I was doing. And then I went to my first Green Cove event, and that was actually the first drift event that they had. And I did pretty good out there with the automatic, a little skid pad. I couldn't really do the full circle. But once I mastered how to fuck around with the automatic, I kind of swapped it into 5-speed, went out to another event, and just pretty much pushed the KA as far as I could go with it. And finally made it around that track. From then on, I was kind of hooked. Didn't matter where I was, what I was doing, I was going to slide that corner if I was driving that car. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Well, in the past few years, I've kind of progressed a lot more than I have, I don't know, when I first got the car. I didn't really start getting into drifting hardcore up until about like 2 years ago. And then, I don't know, up until to where I am now, I have a lot of street time under my belt, but not a lot of track time. So I think by the end of 2018, I'm going to try to go to a few more events, get some more track time under my belt, and then pretty much progress through the stages. So, if you wanted to follow the Drifting Jesus, pretty much find all my stuff, Snapchat, Instagram. It's all Lucky Luciano 508. And what else to say? 'Cause I completely blanked out right there. You guys want to see some like sick shit?
Chatterbox sipping on its yak, dog. Fresh out the stove, gripping the bag. Not even a step or I'm twisting the cap. Open that shit, sip it real fast. Waiting all day to be sipping that yak. Abusing it just to get under the influence. Pop when I see how big both of my pupils get. Yeah. What? I got a confession. I think I'm addicted to yak. I think if I sip any more of this shit, I'll turn into a Hennessy flask. Hennessy, 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 Remy Cavassier, yup. I get to it quicker than Speedy Gonzalez, like Andale, what? Hop in the whip. You can tell by the stench that I got me a pocket of piff. We mob it like we employed by the mafia, bitch. Ha, on a serious note, I would die for this shit. Yeah, I would die for this shit. Far as obstacles get, you would joke like it's written on a popsicle stick. I could do this one at a time.